Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. Now this video is not basically for Vedic mathematics, but it has some relevance with the important questions that you may get if you sit or if you appear for any examination. So these questions also have some trick, and these are very common questions. You will always find them in all the competitions, even in the reasoning papers. So now if you can see, the question itself says, this is the first type of question that we are going to attempt. First question says, if x equals to 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 plus 3, then what is going to be the value of 11x plus 7? Now this question looks ambiguous. You don't know how to find out the value of x. X is given as this value. So how do you find this value? What is it? Now if you try to do that division method, it's going to take time. Now what is the shortest trick of it? The shortest trick is you will just see the last digit at the bottom. It's written 1 by 3. So what you will do, simply you will write here 1 and you will write 3 here. Now what you will do, you will count the number of plus sign in this question. It says number 1, 2 and 3. That means we have total 3 plus sign in this question. So you will make 3 dashes here, 1, 2 and 3. Now third step, add these two numbers. 3 plus 1 equals to 4. 4 plus 3 equals to 7 and 7 plus 4 equals to 11. Now you can see I have written here 5 digits. 1 and 3 are exactly copied as this. Now what is the value of x here? The value of x will be the last 2 digit. Just like we wrote 1 by 3 as 1 and 3, we are going to write the last 2 digits 7 and 11 as 7 by 11. So basically this is the value of x. Now the question is pretty clear to you. You need to find out the value of 11x plus 7. So just put the value of x in place of the question. It says 7 by 11 plus 7, very easy. 7 plus 7 is 14. Can you find this 14 in the options? Of course, the answer is going to be part number B. Now you see, instead of solving it whole, you will just do a simple step. You will check this number 1 and 2. Then you will add the number of plus sign. Then you will add all the digits. Likewise, we have written here 1 by 3. We are going to write the another digit as 7 and 11. Alright, now this is another question for your practice. Now this seems to be a bit lengthy, but as I told you, when the trick is easy, you do not have to worry about it. So what is the first step here? The first step says write 2 and 3 here. So you write 2 and then you write 3. Now the next step, you have to add the total number of plus sign here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 spaces. Now what is the next step? 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 5, 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. And 21 and 13 is going to be 34. Right? Yes. Now what is the next step? As I told you, when we wrote 2 and 3 here in this manner, we are going to write 21 by 34. Simple. So the value of x is directly going to be 21 by 34. Alright, now this is another variety of question. As you can see, now what is the difference that you find? The question is same, the trick is also same. The only difference is, in the previous two questions, we had done the addition. But now when you see there is a subtraction sign, so the only change that we are going to do is to subtract. Now what do I mean? I'll just show you. I told you the same way the things are to be done. For example, you will check the last 2 digits. You will write here 1, 4 in the same manner. Now what you will do? You will count the number of subtraction sign instead of addition sign. Only this difference. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in the previous example, what we did? We did the addition. Here we are going to do the subtraction. So when you subtract 4 and 1, you get 3, right? When you subtract 1 from 4, you get 3. Now when you subtract 4 from 3, what do you get? You get minus 1, right? If we do 4 minus 3, that is 1, but if we do 3 minus 4, it is going to be minus 1. Now we are going to subtract minus 1 and minus 3. So this equals to minus 4. You write minus 4 here. Now there is something important. You should not do the wrong calculation. This thing will be written as minus 4 minus minus 1. 2 times minus will be used here. So minus and minus equals to plus. Minus 4 plus 1 gives you minus 3. Now similarly, first 2 digits and last 2 digits. So how will you write? Minus 4 by minus 3. Minus minus cancel. What is the value of x? The value of x is 4 by 3. Another variety for you. Now the basic difference here is instead of 1, we have another digits. In the previous questions, we saw that we only had 1 in the question, but now we here have 2 and 8 as well. So will we have any other change? No change here except a basic difference. So how will you proceed for this? The same pattern. First step is going to be same. The first step, which was copy this number 1 and 8. Now how many addition signs are there? 1 and 2. It gives you 1 and 2. Now what you have to do is leave this first digit, leave this 1. You have to start working on these digits. These digits will be written on the top of these blanks. Like this 1 will come here, this 2 will come here. Simple. I wrote 1 and 8, 2 plus 2 blank, and the number of digits will be written here on the top. Now since there are only 2 digits, so I wrote 1 here and 2 here. Now the formula is, how will you find this digit? You will not add, you will not subtract. You will multiply and then add. What you will multiply? You will multiply 8 into 1, which is 8, plus 1, which is 9. These 2 digits will be multiplied and this digit will be added. 9 into 2, 18. 18 plus 8 is 26. So what is the value of x here? As I told you, first 2 digits are these and the last 2 digits are the number. So the value of x is going to be directly 9 by 26. Alright, so this is another trick which is different from the previous questions. Now in most of the questions you might get questions like you have 4 digits and you have the power like 3 raised to the power 50, 4 raised to the power again 50, 5 raised to the power 30, etc, etc. And the question will come as which of them is the biggest, is the largest. Now how will you find? Suppose if it was 2 to the power 2, you could find 4. Even if it was 8, you could find, but now here you see there are 2 digits. So how are you going to solve it? Are you going to write 350 times and then solve it? No. So first thing that you need to see here is 50, 50, 30, 20 are all multiples of 10. So why don't we write them as 10? Example, we write 3 here, we write 5 here, and then we write here 10. This is a property, m into n. Whenever you have 2 digits in the power, they get multiplied. This is naturally 3 raised to the power 50. 3 raised to the power 50 can also be written as 3 to the power 5 into 10. So what usually happens is these 5 and 10, they get multiplied and they becomes 50. So can we write 3 raised to the power 50 as this? Similarly, we can write 4 to the power 5 and then it gets 10. Similarly, we write here 5 to the power 3 and it goes to 10. Similarly, for 6, we write it as 10. 10 5 is a 50, 10 3 is a 30, and 10 into 2, 20. Now what is 3 raised to the power 5? It's 240. What is 4 raised to the power 5? It's 256. What's 5 raised to the power 3? It's 125. And what's 6 raised to the power 2? It's 36. Now do this bracket 10, 10, 10 and 10. Because we have not used this 10 as of now. We have only find out the 3 raised to the power 5, 4 raised to the power 5. Now you see, it's so easy for you to understand. We have the same powers now. Earlier we had 50, 50, 30, 20. But now all the powers are 10. So now can't you tell me which number is going to be the biggest? Naturally, the base which is the largest, the 10 times of that digit will be the biggest. If you multiply 125 10 times and you multiply 256 10 times, which is going to be the bigger or the biggest? Of course, this is the correct answer. So what we did here, we made the same power. We check which multiple these are and then we make it as a common power. Alright, well, this is going to be the last trick for today. Now this is something which you all must have seen and you all must be knowing about square roots. Now if I ask you, what is square root of 4? Simple, 2. 2 into 2 is 4. So the square root of 4 is going to be 2. If I ask you what is the square root of 16, you will tell me the square root is 4, right? But, if I tell you, you have to find out square root 3 under square root 3 under square root 3 till infinity. How are you going to find? Will you really solve this? You will find value of this, then this, then this, then this, and so on. Let me tell you the interesting trick of this. When the digits are same and you have the square root beneath square root beneath square root, don't have to do anything. Just see if the numbers are same. I see the numbers are same. In all the square root I have 3. So the answer is 3 straight away. Don't even have to do anything. The trick of this question is check the digit. If it's same, without even seeing, without even solving, choose the right answer. So I believe children, you must have learned a lot. Keep learning, keep sharing and be ready for the next exam of reasoning and important questions that I'm going to take. Have a great day.